Hello, my friends, and namaste. I'm Jill Loftus of Nuit Astrology. Welcome to your planetary energy forecast for the week of March the 11th, 2024. Now, this is a week in which you can make some progress, gain some traction, definitely some things you need to watch out for. Now, remember, as we step into this week, we still are in the vibe of that clash, that difficult energy. That was the connection between Mars in Aquarius and Uranus and Taurus. This possibly brought up some shocking, potentially dangerous events over the weekend. We're still kind of in that vibe as we start the week. So still watch for that, kind of like backlash, kind of hangover from that intense kind of energy. We're also steeping in the new moon energy, right? We just had that beautiful new moon. And so it is a week to get some momentum going, try to move forward, especially because after this week, we start to enter eclipse season, things get a little bit more fiery. Now, we do have to be careful, cautious, wise this week, because there are definitely some elements that can be confusing. So let's hop into the astrology for the week. Let's start with Monday, the 11th. Venus is going to shift into the sign of Pisces, where she much prefers to be. She is much happier in that immersive sign, right? And so stepping out of Aquarius, where she's a bit detached, she merges into Pisces. And this can bring out really dreamy, lovely, romantic quality to things. It can definitely bring a inspirational, spiritual kind of vibe as well, but it also can make you be a little indulgent in things like that. So pay attention to that. Now, we do have some really long moon voids this week that I'm going to mention. They're, of course, East Coast time. On the 12th, the moon is void 7:08 a.m. Eastern until 8:28 p.m. Eastern. That's all day. So as I have cautioned you before, no signing contracts, major commitments. This is not initiatory energy. This is expansive energy. This is an energy of ideas and creativity instead. Now, as we move through the week, we have another moon void, March 14th, 6:28 p.m. Eastern until 11:16 p.m. Eastern. And remember that the planets are kind of stacking up a little bit. We've still got Mars in Mercury in Aries. And so with Mercury in Aries, there's going to be a real desire to tell people what you're thinking. There's going to be a fiery edge to people's opinions, ideas. There could be a little bit more blurting out of things. There could be a little bit more anger, quick to get over it, right? Kind of like an Aries energy. But be aware of that desire and maybe take a pause, take a breath before you say something you wish you hadn't said, before you do something that you wish you hadn't done, right? It's an energy that can be a little bit impetuous and immature. So keep that in mind. Now, we also have a Gemini moon on the 15th, which is really going to flow beautifully with Pluto, but give some difficult energy over to Venus and Saturn. So this is a real watch your mind, watch your mouth kind of energy on the 15th. So keep that in mind. Now, as we build into the 16th and 17th, we have the Sun and Neptune merging together in Pisces. Now, Neptune has the upper hand here because Neptune loves to be in Pisces. It is Neptune's favorite sign to be in. And so there is a huge edge of inspiration, ideas, creativity, all that beautiful expression of Neptunian energy. But then there is also that kind of depleting energy, right? There's the water adding to the sun getting drowned, so it can be very tiring energy. It could be exhausting in certain ways. So you want to make sure that you're not living completely in your mind or in your dream world. You want to try to stay anchored in reality. Now, the Neptune and merging together with the Sun, again, could bring some incredible insights. So make sure you're journaling or at least spending a little time over the weekend as you move into the weekend, 16, 17. You have some time where you're not constantly listening to something, where you have space to open up to receive downloads or information, spontaneous writing, painting. Just give yourself the space for that creative energy. And of course, don't engage in those blocking behaviors, whatever they are for you. Now, there is a lovely little blessing wrapping up between that Jupiter and Saturn. So that's a kind of a completion to the week. It's beginning to dissipate, so take advantage of that between the Pisces and Taurus areas of life, if you know where that is. And then watch again, we've got a moon void on the 17th from 12:43 a.m. Eastern until 5:40 a.m. Eastern. Not a big impact for my United States clients, but for those of you in Europe, you'll want to take note of those times. Now, let's consider how we can work with the light of this week. We can high vibe this week. Absolutely be inspired. If you can't be inspired by someone else, see if you can be inspiring to someone else, right? And, the second thing to do is really, if you have an idea, see how you can take action on it, right? That Aries energy might pop off with some ideas and you want to take wise, measured actions. But so, make sure that if those ideas spark up, that you take the time to foundation them in positive ways. And then, of course, the final way that I would suggest to take advantage of this energy is to love on that beautiful Venus and Pisces. Really let your value system guide you. What feeds you? What feeds your soul? What feeds your spirit? Be guided towards those things. Indulge in those things. Now, the 3 shadows that I want you to observe. Let's start with that Venus and Pisces. She can spend a lot of money on things she might not want to have later. She might give away everything, and so make sure that you're not being too. You have to have good boundaries, right? In order to be loving and compassionate, you still need boundaries. And so appropriate boundaries are important. Second of all, watch that Aries energy. It can really be quite angry. And so if you find that you're in conflict with somebody, ask yourself, what are you sending out that you picked up on that you are resonant with that, and try to solve the problem with you, right? And then finally, don't disappear into whatever it is that blocks out the world. There's a lot going on right now, and especially for those of us who are sensitive, it can be too much, right? And so, yeah, if you want to dissolve into a movie for a while, that's fine, but maybe not a whole weekend in front of the television or whatever. So those are the 3 ways to handle the shadow of this week. Tarot was super interesting, so I will hope you will stick around for that. If you found this useful and helpful, please please share. It helps the channel to grow. I appreciate any comments that you leave below. We're getting ready for eclipse season. I'll be with you every step of the way, and I appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the tarot. Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome back for your Isis Lotus Tarot spread. This is the week of March the 11th, 2024. This is, as astrological weeks go, relatively mild, I feel like. But definitely a week to stay focused and grounded. Lots of shuffling here. All right. So the very first card is the basic influence of the past, okay? So where we're coming from, and that's the Knight of Wands. So we are coming from this desire to initiate, to start, to take action. It's a very youthful energy. All right, and then there's you, 3 of Cups. Something positive has happened. You are seeing the silver linings. You are seeing the ways to move forward. Maybe a fun opportunity has presented itself. So we love that. All right. And then the environment that you're in, 4 of Wands. So this is also very positive. This is supportive family energy, really being focused on your tribe, your, the groups of people that support and love you. That environment is very, very important. And as these groups, this group of energies come together, we have the Magician. We always love to see the Magician, right? He balances all the elements of the tarot. He's the number 1 card. So nice. Love it. All right. And then the Key card. Well, this is interesting. I have 2 cards popping up. I've got the Emperor, also good, and the 5 of Cups. 5 of Cups is saying, hey, look at what's positive. Look at the beneficial things that have been happening, okay? Don't focus on the negatives. Focus on the positives. You're in charge, right? The good news is you're in charge. The bad news is you're in charge. All right, so on the opposite sides of this, we've got first strength, right? Compassion, patience, kindness, gentleness, right? And on the other side, the Wheel of Fortune, a very karmic card, an understanding of some of the events that are happening. These are seeds that were planted before, and you are beginning to reap what you have sown and Whether that's a positive thing or a negative thing is really up to you, right? How you see it. Now, the near future key card, Three of Swords. So some complicated emotions here, some uncertainty, some difficulty. Remember, it only has a 3, so it's not super strong, but you know, we've got some difficulty there, all right? And so then paired with that, we've got on the strength side, the Sun, excellent ability to shine, to be seen. And on the other side, we've got the Nine of Wands, the keep going, don't give up card. All right, strength, the Sun, Two of Cups, excellent. So a beautiful situation, either a love situation, a positive connection with somebody, the right opportunity coming forward, beautiful. On the Wheel of Fortune side, with the Nine of Wands, the Two of Wands, a choice needs to be made. You cannot stagnate. You cannot wait in the middle. All right. So you may have some difficult emotionalities around some of these opportunities. All right. And then our two possible outcomes on the Strength, Sun, Two of Cups side. I've got two cards coming up again. I've got the Seven of Swords, fear of theft or uncertainty about theft. I've also got the Page of Pentacles. This, I would think, is an indicator that you need to take action, right? Or else you'll miss out on the opportunity. On the other side with the Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Wands, Two of Wands, the Eight of Cups, walking away from something. So leave the past behind and move forward. Over here with Strength, the other card paired with Page of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords is Justice. So a decision, weighing out your options. This looks to me like something to do with the nodes, right? Because they're in the Libra, Aries axis, and then, oh wow, interesting. And then over here on the Wheel of Fortune, paired with the Eight of Cups, we have Judgment. Both of these are cards of making decisions. So this week actually is looking with the tarot like a little bit more intense or pivotal, let's put it that way, than the astrology might suggest. Now, we do have a really powerful configuration at the end of the week, so that may be related to that. But let's just recap briefly. You're coming from this place in the past where you wanted to take an action, Knight of Wands, and you are feeling pretty positive about things, Three of Cups. Now, the environment that you're in is very familial. It has something to do with, you know, your small group energy, okay, that's going to influence you this week. And as these things come together, remember, you're the magician. You have all the power. Now, key card of the future is to stay focused on positivity, attitude of gratitude, and remember, you're responsible for everything that's happening. You are the creator of your life. Now, these two possible ways to work with these energies in the future. We've got the Strength card, again, slowing down, you know, dealing with difficult things through the feminine strengths. And we've also got the Wheel of Fortune. You know, sometimes with Wheel of Fortune, I feel like you just kind of throw up your hands and say, oh my gosh, like this is karma. Like here I am. Now remember, there could be some difficult emotions that you need to manage this week. But over on the Strength side, you've got to embrace being yourself, and the right situation or person will come up. You have to take advantage of opportunities. Do not wait, or you could miss out. But be balanced about it. Be fair. Think things through, and you may have to collaborate with somebody. On the other side, we've got this Wheel of Fortune, right? This like, oh my gosh, look at the karmic seeds ripening. Look at these things in my life that I created. I'm aware of it. I might have some difficult emotions about it, but I have to push forward to the tipping point where I have to choose which way to go. The cards would suggest in that choice that you walk away from something because you've been discerning. Maybe suddenly you realize it's not good for you. It's not the best possible thing. It's a decision. Remember, not making a decision is a decision. So you've got to make a decision. So on this side, the Wheel of Fortune side, it's a decision to walk away from something. And that may become even more clear to you as we move forward through the month, and that eclipse that's coming up at the end of the month, it removes something from your life. It really could be a preparation for that. All right, my friends, well, I hope you found this useful, helpful. I'll see you next week. Bye.